You're not early, you're nearly out of time. By the time the moon completes its move on July 2nd, one version of you ends and another one begins. This moon doesn't rise gently, it arrives like a verdict. It doesn't care what you hoped would happen, it only responds to what's real. And if you've been feeling it, the tension, the sudden distance, the urge to let go of things that used to define you, that's not coincidence. That's extraction. You have less than 24 hours, and if you miss this shift, you don't just delay your path, you get locked out of it. This moon is not just passing overhead, it is passing through you. It carries with it the vibration of release, renewal, and revelation. This is the kind of energy that doesn't just shift your mood for a night, it rewrites your path. Emotionally, you may feel old wounds rising, not to haunt you, but to heal you. Physically, you may feel lighter or restless as your body prepares to align with a higher frequency. Spiritually, this moon opens a portal, a chance to leave behind outdated beliefs and step into your truth with clarity and courage. It is a moment of awakening, a sacred alignment where the universe extends its hand and says, "Now is your time." Everything you've been seeking, everything you've felt was missing. It begins here, under this moon, in this moment, with you. If you feel the energy of this moment, type "I'm ready" in the comments and make sure you like this video, subscribe, and stay connected with our spiritual family. This moon is unlike the others you felt this year. It is not just another lunar phase, it is a sacred gate between worlds, suspended in the night sky like a shimmering key. On July 2nd, 2025, the moon arrives fully charged with celestial meaning, aligned at a point in the cosmos where the spiritual and physical meet. This isn't random. This is divine architecture. The timing of this moon falls within a powerful numerological window, 7/2/2025, 222. If you look closely, you'll see the numbers speak. The number 7 is the number of spiritual awakening, divine introspection, and soul mastery. The number 2 symbolizes balance, duality, and choices, especially the ones that define who we become. And 2025 itself vibrates with the energy of change, freedom, and transformation. Together, these numbers form a message from the universe. Awaken, choose, transform. Astrologically, this moon arrives during a period when cosmic currents are intensely magnified. The moon opposes the sun in a way that highlights hidden truths and buried feelings. But this is not about chaos, it's about clarity. It shines a gentle but relentless light into the corners of your soul, where you've stored your forgotten dreams, repressed desires, and truths you've been too afraid to admit. This is the moon that calls them forward, not to overwhelm you, but to free you. It is the cosmic mirror held high above, showing you not what you pretend to be, but who you are at your core. And perhaps most profoundly, this moon sits near a spiritual axis, a place in the sky astrologers call a gateway of evolution. That means this lunar event carries the energy of karmic closure and soul expansion. It invites you to look back with compassion and look forward with courage. Like a tide that pulls back before a great wave, this moon will stir the past so it can clear the way for your future. Metaphorically, think of this moon as a sacred river crossing. On one bank stands the life you've known, your routines, your stories, your survival. On the other side waits your truth, your alignment, your expansion, your awakening. This moon is the bridge. But it's not a bridge made of stone, it's a bridge made of light, and it only becomes visible when you choose to walk it. The moment you say yes to growth, the universe reveals the path beneath your feet. This moon doesn't demand change, it offers it, like a lantern in the darkness. It doesn't force you forward, it simply makes the next step visible. That's what makes this energy so significant. It works not through force, but through revelation. It brings you back to yourself, not the self shaped by fear or expectation, but the self that remembers, the self that knows, the self that came here to evolve. Many ancient cultures understood that the moon was a communicator, a bridge between heaven and earth. The phases were seen as messages, and the full moon as a call to align with divine timing. On July 2nd, we are being handed that ancient knowledge again. We are being asked to listen. What makes this moon even more unique is the spiritual ripples it creates. The energy doesn't just arrive and disappear, it begins a wave. For the next several weeks, this moon's influence will echo through your thoughts, relationships, dreams, and choices. It will whisper to you when you least expect it, in moments of quiet, in flashes of insight, in the stillness before sleep. This isn't just a celestial event, this is a cosmic initiation, a chance to step into a higher rhythm and leave behind anything that no longer resonates with who you are becoming. The universe is not distant. It's speaking now through the language of stars and light and energy, and this moon is the message. Right now, you are exactly where you need to be, not behind, not ahead, but perfectly aligned in this moment with the energy that has always been waiting for you to notice it. The world around you may feel noisy, uncertain, or fast, but in this sacred space we are creating together. Everything slows down. There is no need to reach or chase or fix. You are being invited to return, to reconnect with the deeper part of yourself that has always known the truth, that you are light, that you are love, that you are energy in motion, part of something much greater than your mind can fully comprehend. Let your awareness gently begin to settle. You are not trying to do anything right. You're simply allowing the moment to become clearer. Think of this as stepping out of a storm and into a calm temple. The walls of this temple are invisible to the outside world, but within them you are safe. You are supported. You are seen. This space is not outside of you. It is within you, and it opens as you soften into trust. Trust that you're being held. Trust that this moon, this energy, this sacred alignment is real, and it is reaching toward you like an open hand. There is something powerful happening in the invisible layers of your life right now. Though your physical world may look the same, the energetic blueprint beneath it is shifting. You may feel that in your emotions, in your body, or in your thoughts. Old fears may surface, not to torment you, but to rise so they can be dissolved in the light of your awareness. You may feel a wave of emotions, a sense of letting go, or a strange, unexpected peace. All of that is part of the clearing. All of it is part of the work your soul is doing, even if your conscious mind can't yet explain it. Now, gently bring your attention inward, not to control or analyze, but simply to witness. Become aware of the space within your heart, the center of your being. This is the seat of your soul. There is no resistance here, only openness. As you connect with this inner space, you may begin to notice a warmth, a stillness, a quiet power that feels ancient and deeply familiar. That is your truth. That is the self untouched by fear, doubt, or conditioning. That part of you is eternal, unshaken by the ups and downs of life. It is always whole, always radiant, always connected. In this energy, begin to silently speak words of remembrance to yourself, not to convince your mind, but to awaken your spirit. I am connected to something higher. I am guided by a wisdom beyond my own. I release what no longer serves me. I trust the unfolding of my path. I am ready for what comes next. Let each phrase land within you like a gentle bell ringing softly through your cells. You don't need to believe every word yet. Just let them move through you like light through a window. These are not just affirmations, they are soul agreements, sacred reminders of who you are beneath all the noise. Each word carries a vibration. Each vibration begins to rewire the story you've been telling yourself, guiding you into alignment with something much purer. As you sit in this energy, imagine the light of this moon, not in the sky, but inside you, glowing, expanding, illuminating. This is not imagination. This is remembrance. Your body is a vessel of divine energy, and that energy is being activated in this moment, not by force, but by readiness. The moon's frequency is reaching the subtle layers of your being, bringing balance where there was confusion, light where there was shadow, peace where there was tension. Let that inner moonlight gently fill you, moving through your chest, your stomach, your limbs, your fingers, your face, your spine. Not to fix you, but to awaken what has always been alive and waiting. This light is not separate from you. It is you, free from expectation, free from pressure, free from roles you thought you had to play. You are more than enough as you are, and this moon is here to remind you. As this energy moves through you, it may begin to show you what is ready to be released. Perhaps a thought pattern that keeps looping, perhaps a relationship that drains more than it gives, perhaps a fear that once kept you safe but now keeps you small. Whatever arises, acknowledge it with gentleness. You don't need to solve anything right now. You only need to witness and accept that something old is ready to be transformed. And transformation begins with awareness. Begin to breathe into that awareness, not to control it, but to give it space. If it feels heavy, know that heaviness is simply a sign that something is being stirred. You are not broken. You are becoming. You are shedding layers that no longer belong to you. You are remembering how to feel, how to trust, how to let your inner guidance lead. This process is sacred. It is not always loud or dramatic. Sometimes it's as subtle as a shift in perception, a quiet release, a knowing that arrives without explanation. You are not doing this alone. You are supported by forces beyond your vision, guided by ancestors, guardians, and cosmic rhythms that are working in perfect harmony with your soul's path. Even if you can't see them, they are near. Even if you doubt, they remain faithful. They are celebrating you for simply being here, for choosing presence, for choosing to listen, for choosing to align. As the light of this sacred energy continues to move through you, allow yourself to settle even deeper into your truth. You are not lost. You are arriving. Every emotion rising now is a message. Every thought echoing in your awareness is part of the clearing. You don't need to run from any of it. You are strong enough to hold space for everything that appears. And as you hold it gently, without resistance, it begins to lose its grip on you. The past softens, the stories dissolve, and something new begins to form in the stillness you're creating. In this space, the moon becomes your guide, not as a distant light in the sky, but as an inner compass, one that knows how to lead you home. It reflects what is inside of you, cycles, seasons, shadows, brilliance. Just as the moon waxes and wanes, so too do your emotions, your clarity, your direction. This natural rhythm is not a flaw, it's a divine design. When you forget your power, the moon reminds you that you are always evolving, always in motion, always connected. Now, let this stillness stretch out within you like a sacred temple, echoing with quiet strength. In this silence, speak softly to your soul. You may not hear words, but you will feel a response, a warmth, a recognition. This is your soul saying, I remember, not the person you've tried to be for the world, but the essence you've always been, pure, wild, radiant, wise. You came here with purpose, not to follow a map made by others, but to carve a path that is uniquely your own, and this moon is shining a light on that path now. Stay with this awareness. Begin to gently acknowledge what you are ready to call in, not from desperation, but from alignment. What would serve your growth now? What kind of peace, clarity, connection, or opportunity would feel like a true homecoming to your spirit? Hold that desire in your heart, not as a wish, but as a knowing, a sacred intention. Trust that if it's arising in you now, it is part of your journey. And now, let those intentions take shape. Speak them silently within. I am open to receiving aligned blessings. I welcome the next step on my path. I trust the unfolding of my highest good. Let each statement feel like a thread weaving your next chapter. You don't need to know how everything will unfold. You just need to trust the next step. The moon never reveals the entire journey. It only reflects what you need to see now, and that is enough. The rest will come as you move in alignment with the truth being revealed to you. There is an energy in the air tonight that cannot be explained. It can only be felt. It is the quiet hum of transformation, the invisible current of destiny shifting ever so slightly to place you on your truest path. It is no accident that you are here, listening, tuning in. You heard the call, and even if you doubted, you followed. That act alone opens doors. The smallest choice to show up fully is enough to shift your entire timeline. That is the power you carry, not through effort, but through presence, through willingness, through surrender. Now, in this sacred space, feel the final wave of energy moving through your system. Let it gather anything remaining, tension, worry, regret, and gently carry it away. You don't need to hold on to the old to prove you survived it. You are not defined by your pain. You are defined by your ability to grow through it. And you are growing now, quietly, powerfully, inwardly. In these final moments, offer your gratitude to the energy of this moon. You don't need to speak it aloud, just feel it. Gratitude is a bridge between you and the divine. It says, I trust, I receive, I honor this moment. Let that be the vibration you send into the universe now, like a soft pulse of light rippling outward from your heart. You are not the same person who began this experience. Something has shifted within you, subtle but irreversible. The moon will continue to shine its light long after this moment ends, but now a part of that light lives within you. Let it guide your steps, illuminate your choices, and remind you always that you are in divine rhythm, that you are guided, that you are loved. Sometimes we reach a threshold in life where everything we thought we knew begins to blur, not because we're lost, but because we're finally starting to see clearly. The illusions, the distractions, the stories we've inherited from others, they begin to fall away, not all at once, but like layers peeling back from something sacred. It doesn't feel dramatic, it feels quiet, but that silence carries the weight of something irreversible. That is what this moon brings, not another round of surface change, but a shift so deep it reorders the very foundation of who you believe you are. The truth is, you've never been disconnected. You've never been without guidance. You've never been anything less than whole. But there has been noise, and that noise has convinced you that your worth must be proven, your path must be earned, and your healing must come from outside yourself. The most powerful realization waiting for you in this moment is not that something new is coming. It's that what you've been seeking is already here, within you. The light, the strength, the clarity, the guidance, the transformation. It's never been missing. You've simply been taught to search everywhere else but inward. This moon strips that illusion bare. It holds up a mirror, not to reflect your flaws, but to reflect your power. It shows you the places where you've given your authority away, where you've dimmed your truth to fit into someone else's version of safety. And now, in this sacred alignment, you are being asked to return, to reclaim what was never truly lost, to remember what the world tried to make you forget, that your soul is ancient and it carries wisdom no one else can give you. This is not a gentle nudge. This is a cosmic demand, a soul-deep invitation to rise, not in rebellion, but in reverence. To stop waiting for permission, to stop negotiating with fear, to stop telling yourself that you are not yet ready, because the truth is, you are. You always have been. This moon is not just energy in the sky. It is a frequency encoded with memory. It speaks in silence, but its message is thunder. Wake up, rise up, step into your own knowing. This isn't about becoming someone else. It's about shedding what you are not. All the masks, the roles, the labels, they were survival. But survival is not the same as living. This is the turning point. This is where survival ends and embodiment begins. To be who you truly are is not selfish. It is sacred. It is necessary. You are a thread in the great cosmic web. This moon, in its brilliance and boldness, brings all of that into focus. The cycles are closing. The lessons are completing. You are not being asked to repeat the past. You are being asked to rewrite it, to reclaim the energy that was scattered in those moments of pain, not by going back, but by gathering your power in the present, by becoming the version of you that those past versions never believed was possible. And in doing so, you give those old selves something they never had: peace. You let them rest. You let them know that their suffering was not wasted. It was alchemy. It was sacred preparation for the exact moment you're standing in now. You are not your wounds. You are what rises from them. You are not your fear. You are what moves through it. You are. You are not the story others wrote for you. You are the author now, and the pen is in your hand. The moon, in her divine timing, arrives now as confirmation. All the work you've done in silence, all the healing you've endured behind closed doors, all the nights you sat with your pain instead of running from it, it's being acknowledged. It's being seen. The universe has not been ignoring you. It has been aligning everything for this convergence. And while it may have taken longer than your heart wanted, it is right on time. You are not late. You are not behind. You are standing at the intersection of past effort and future possibility. This is your turning point, not in theory, not in metaphor, but in reality. Life will begin to feel different after this moon, not because the world around you will suddenly change, but because the energy within you will no longer tolerate anything that does not serve your soul. That shift may feel like discomfort. It may feel like an unexplainable need to move, to end something, to start something, to finally say the thing you've been holding back. Trust it. That is the moon working through you. That is divine alignment calling you forward. Your life is not random. Your pain is not meaningless. Your presence here in this exact moment is part of something vast and holy. You were not created to shrink. You were not created to fit into spaces that dishonor your truth. You were created to expand, to illuminate, to live from the frequency of your soul. And that begins now, in this breath, in this knowing, in this sacred pause beneath the moon's watchful gaze. The most powerful revelation is not that this moon will transform your life. It's that you finally understand. You were always the one meant to do it. The moon simply reminded you of the light already living inside you. And once you see it, truly see it, you cannot unsee. You cannot return to sleep. The soul, once awakened, cannot be silenced. It can only rise. And now, beloved soul, it's your time. You've crossed a line within yourself, not one marked by circumstance, but by consciousness. From here on, you begin to live differently, not by force, but by choice. You will notice the shift in subtle ways, the conversations that no longer interest you, the spaces that once felt familiar but now feel too small. the quiet courage rising in moments when fear used to take the lead. These aren't coincidences, they're confirmations, signs that your vibration has changed, that your soul has chosen the higher path, even if your mind is still catching up. And as you move forward from this moment, don't rush to explain yourself. You don't owe anyone an apology for evolving. Growth often makes others uncomfortable, not because you're wrong, but because your light shines on the parts they've yet to face in themselves. Keep shining. Keep trusting. Keep walking with grace. The moon has whispered its truth into your soul, and you have received it. From here, life may not get easier, but it will get clearer, more aligned, more purposeful. And that is the true miracle of this moon. It doesn't change your destiny, it activates your remembrance of it. And that changes everything. If this message resonated with your soul, if you felt something awaken inside you, something ancient, something sacred, this is your sign to stay connected. You are not alone on this path. You are part of something much larger, something unfolding across time and space with precision, grace, and divine intelligence. The energy of this moon reached you for a reason, and that reason is not random. It's alignment, it's timing, it's transformation that arrives when you're ready, even if you don't feel ready yet. So now, take a moment to ground this shift. Share your thoughts in the comments. What part of this message did your heart recognize instantly? What intention will you carry forward from this moon into the next phase of your journey? Your words carry energy, and by speaking them, you claim them. This is not just a video, it's a space for spiritual connection, a circle of souls who are remembering, rising, and realigning. If you found comfort, clarity, or confirmation here, like this video. It tells the energy you're receiving it. It lets the universe know you're in full agreement with your evolution. And if someone you love is walking through confusion or transformation, share this message with them. The moon's light is not meant to be kept. It's meant to be passed on from soul to soul, like a sacred torch guiding us all home. This moment is part of your spiritual blueprint. You were meant to hear these words at this precise time. You were meant to pause and reflect, to breathe in something deeper, to be reminded of your power, not through force, but through resonance. Because the moon doesn't command, it invites, it whispers, it waits for the moment your heart is ready to say, "I'm listening now." That readiness, that sacred willingness, is what creates the opening for miracles. And those miracles don't always look like fireworks. Sometimes they look like quiet decisions, like choosing peace instead of proving your point, like letting go of what no longer aligns, like trusting that your path will unfold without needing to control every step. This is how transformation begins, not with noise, but with presence. And presence is what this moon asked of you, to show up, to witness yourself. So as you return to the rhythm of your life, carry this light with you. Revisit this message whenever the world feels too loud or your path feels uncertain. This is your anchor. This is your reminder. You are in divine timing. You are in sacred alignment. And transformation is already happening within you. Thank you for being here, for being open, for being willing to remember. You are not just watching a message, you are living one. You are the embodiment of it, and that, more than anything, is the reason this moon found you. Now, stay open, stay aligned, stay radiant, and know that we are walking this path together.